The Quakers welcome the Pilgrims to Blackwell Meadows this evening, hoping to bounce back from the 5-0 defeat at Buxton over the weekend. The Quakers make 3 changes, bringing in Jasim Sukar, Kane Felix and Adriano Moke, with Jacob Hazel dropped to the bench and Mitchell Curry and Jordan Mustoe out. It's 1 change for the visitors, who needed 89 minutes to turn their game at Blythe around over the weekend. They bring in Tom Edge, replacing Michael Bostwick. Let's hope they let us keep Barnes for the duration.
Gregory plays the ball forward. Nelson flicks one. Felix is going to run after that. Felix has got beyond his man. He goes for the lob, doesn't quite execute it, but the pace of Felix on the shoulder of the last defender already a couple of times looks promising.
Already an early threat, that, the pace through the middle. Knocked on to Felix, and that time he does get to it first, but can't generate the power or the height in the lob. Cameron Gregory was a decent distance from his goal. It would have dropped into the net had he executed correctly, but
to the next Boston player, and then pushes on. Then the ball is pushed this way to Nicholson on the left hand side. He goes all the way across to that far side. I think it's Knowles down that right hand side who's looking for the ball back from McClintock. Nice little reverse ball there. Taylor came and then stopped. Oh, he's put it all the way back. Tommy Taylor started to go for the ball there, and then he went backwards.
Needed to commit to that. I think he would have got to it first, but changed his mind and was almost punished for it.
I don't know whether he thought it was going to run out or what, but I think he would have got it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, I think he would have made it to that first. End result is the game's first corner to the visitors.
Right hand side, in front of that tin shed, who've been in good voice so far. Ball sticks back penalty spot, and the goal-bound header is 4 or 5 yards wide. Free kick about 10 yards inside Boston United's half. It's going to be Jazz Sukar who takes it, just clips the ball forward. 1 to attack. It's a Boston header that gets there first. Platt drops off and finds Callum Griffiths. Griffiths just dinks one to attack. Comes to the far post to Felix. Felix gets a touch. Left-footed shot might have been on there. Felix back and pops in, and then it's cleared. Moke rises high to win the next ball, and then it's dropped back by Lees. A little spell of pressure from Darlington. Again, Felix having a decent chance there. If he could have got his left foot around it. Now he's got a chance to run at his man. He will pull it back left-footed this time. It comes all the way to Barnes. Barnes shoots.
Just over.
Not that far away. Nicholson plays the ball back. Switch down the right-hand side. Played inside to McClintock. McClintock sees a good bit of space there on the right-hand side for Thorndike, the left-hand side for Thorndike. Thorndike gets inside the box, gets the shot across, hits off the crossbar. The chance is still there. Big cheer from the Darlington fans about the crossbar, but the chance is still there. Fired all the way across the face of goal. And that is absolutely as close as either of these two teams have got. I mean, Thorndike in the first place was in acres of room on the left-hand side.
Shot loops up onto the bar and not dealt with initially. Comes fizzing straight across the face of goal again, and any touch and it's in. It doesn't get a touch.
Well, I don't think Boston United will come any closer to scoring without scoring. Ball is there. Felix has got a chance to run at his man there, but it's well covered. Not quite sure. I didn't see who it was who hit the bar for Boston United, but it took some doing from as close as it was. Hatfield and Barnes, I think it is, standing over that far side. Two and a half minutes to go in this first half. No goals yet. Not that much to pick between the two teams, I wouldn't say. Barnes is going to swing this one in left-footed. Darlington attacking the open end. Decent delivery on the back post. It's headed. Can Darlington get a touch? They cannot, and the ball will be hooked behind for a corner. But again,
and it's a corner, but
Darlington take the corner short. Hatfield trying to get round his man. Doesn't quite work that one, and then this time Hatfield's got a one to chase. Flag stays down. Hatfield earns Darlington another corner far side. Hatfield will take this corner. Darlington building a little bit of pressure here. Sticks this one in to be attacked. Headed up in the air by a Boston defender. Then it's going to come all the way to Platt. Platt is just closed down at the last minute there. Ball still popping around though. Comes to Barnes inside the box on his left foot. Dinks one in. Lawler gets the header into the arms of Gregory. Came on. Little ball played down the left-hand side. Came off a Boston head last. I think it was Tom Edge.
Starting a little brighter, and Darlington starting to work their way back into it. They've got a corner here.
Hatfield takes it. Right-footed in swinger. Good delivery. If anyone going to touch it, hit Nelson square in the head and went the wrong direction. Morkay picks it up, finds Hatfield. Hatfield's early ball is sliced clear. Felix will be first on the return. Finds, I think it's Platt. Gets the ball back. Dinks one in. One for the goalkeeper to think about. Lawler was having a little bit of a shirt tug, not too much in it. There's an appeal from the tin shed, but there wasn't enough contact there.
Caught
but
between
another
two
corner.
defenders, and it's one of them that wins it in the air.
Take it quickly. Barnes inside the box. Gets the cross across. It's well headed, clear. Darlington attacker not that far away. Darlington building a little bit of momentum here.
Knocking on the door.
Sukar to Morkay. Morkay to Barnes. Barnes back to Sukar. Sukar comes back to Griffiths. Griffiths has plenty of time. Boston United with all 11 men behind the ball. Back to Griffiths. No press really from Boston. Dinks one into the box. Lawler's up there. Lawler took a little nudge in the back, but again, you probably need a little more. There was some contact, but you're going to need a little bit more, I think, to get a penalty. Throw-in comes down the line. Ward plays it. Lees picks it up, drops it back to Taylor. Taylor clears the ball forward. It's going to be comfortably chested to a colleague by Mills. That touch is a little heavy though. Hatfield's picked the ball up and we'll get the second ball. A little bit of a gift of possession there, but Darlington have done well to earn it. Now it's with Nelson. Nelson brings it onto his right foot, drags the shot wide.
And it looks like it'll be McClintock coming off for Gyasi for the visitors.
Free kick comes into the box. There's a man all alone inside the box there. There's the chance. Taylor makes the save, pops back out. Another good save by Taylor, but it's gone in.
And
the referee's put his flag up. Calm down, everyone. Well, there you go, and the Boston United attacker who put it in at the second or even third attempt.
Just fell asleep from the free kick there, didn't we? It looked like man unmarked.
Absolutely.
Good first save from Taylor. Second shot saved as well, but must have just spilled over him.
Interested to know who's offside, Mike. Interested to know. I mean, obviously on the NLTV service we haven't got replays, unfortunately, but I'm interested. I mean, the first ball I don't think was. The guy at the second. Boston pop it forward again. Lees wins that header. Griffiths is shrugged to the side there. Ball is played forward by Nicholson. Darlington will earn possession back there. But again, it's just a long ball forward. I mean, Hazel does get the flick on that, and Salkell's done well to bring it down. Salkell's going to have a run at his man here. Brings it on his left foot. Hazel takes it off him. Chance for Hazel. Good chance, good save by Gregory. Comfortable save by Gregory, but nonetheless, Salkeld and Hazel combining well on the chance.
Yeah, comfortable for him in the end there, Cam Gregory, but Salkeld does well at first, muscles his way through, and then the ball just kind of runs loose for Jacob Hazel.
Number 7, Keaton Ward. He finds Knowles on this right-hand side. Boston with plenty of men forward, but Darlington also with 10 men behind the ball. Just ticking over into the last minute on the clock here of normal time. Nice little bit of possession by Boston United. This made it to the edge of the box, going inside the box, but well defended, and that's a good tackle by Sukar. We've said all night we're not going to be biased, but there's no foul in there. Both players are down though. At least I didn't think there was a foul there.
It looked like it looked a bit theatrical, if I'm being honest.
Throw in for Boston United down the left-hand side, and the referee blows the full-time whistle, and the full-time score is greeted by a few boos from the tin shed, and the final score is Darlington 0, Boston United 0. And Mike, no goals for you to sum up, but sum that one up for us.
Fairly even game for the most part. The visitors will maybe argue that they could have won it with a couple of chances. Crossbar hit in the first half, offside goal in the second. The Quakers never really threatened Cameron Gregory's goal too much. Couple of low shots without any real power, easy takes for him, and will probably be reasonably happy.